So when Nigerians are talking, listen to them, hear their cry, review your program, policies and projects. If you don't have any at all in those areas, create one, implement it. It will change their life. And Nigerians will willingly vote for you. But when you now come thinking that once you bring palliative, because you already know that you have weakened the economy, that people purchasing power is low, just like President Tinubu said, that he will weaken purchasing power and expand the tax net. That's exactly what he has done. And you now think when you have weakened the people, make them poorer, and you now bring sewing machine to them, you bring deep freezer to them, and then they will now vote for you. That's ridiculous. That's how they have relegated Nigerians to. They intentionally make people poor so that they will, through that poverty, control them. So what is my point here? You don't need to do palliative. You don't need to buy vote. Just deliver good governance. Strengthen institutions. Allow INEC to do the election properly. Allow National Assembly to function, to do their job as National Assembly. Let the Electoral Act be reviewed and put what the citizens want. Transmission of results. Put it as they want it. Do these things and do other programs that will change people's life. Provide security. And the internal rules that are bad, start fixing them. Start doing things that people can see and feel. And then they will know that this government is working. Look at the economy. How much do people buy things today? Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Andy Media TV. There was a video circulating on social media about what transpired in Imo State. We recall that a few weeks back, there was this creation of a City Boy movement. And I think that City Boy movement is like an offshoot of the Renewed Hope ambassador stuff, which Hope Uzodinma was appointed as the ambassador to lead that arm. So it's like their campaign tool. They want to use that platform, to campaign the All Progressive Congress, the APC. So they created that platform to use it as their campaign tool, where they can collate whatever they have done and what have you, and then use it to market their candidate for 2027 general election. So the City Boy movement was like an offshoot of that, platform, which they appointed, several individuals, to cover, different states on behalf of the party, the APC. And when this whole thing came on board, we saw Obi Kubana, we saw Kubana Chief Priest and the rest of them coming up from the Southeast. And many Southeasterners, were disappointed at them that why should they be part of this kind of, movement, knowing fully well what the Southeasterners go through in the country, particularly on the area of marginalization. But the point is that the people appointing these guys don't really understand how the Igbo community works. They think having money is how they will garner vote in the Igbo land. That's so funny if that's what they are thinking. It doesn't work like that. And the reason is very simple. Every Igbo man is an independent man. Every Igbo man is independent of himself and his family. They don't depend on people. They don't depend on whosoever. That's what they do. And that's the mentality of every average Igbo man. So if you think because they have money or they are socialite in social media and all of that, that they can command you vote in the Southeast, they will come, collect whatever they bring, and they will see vote who they want to vote. Last election, 2023, what happened? How many votes did APC get in Southeast? All of them was Peter that won the whole of Southeast. He didn't leave one state, he won all. And it's not because he's an Igbo person. No, it's because they believe in his capacity. They believe in the things he can do, because he's not a greedy man, because he's not a corrupt official like we see in other politicians, because his life has been so transparent. There's nothing hidden about him. You know where he went to school. You know his life in UK. It's not hidden. If you go to UK, they'll give you his record. It's not hidden. Unlike some people who are hiding their record and begging government not to release their record. So when you look at all of that, they voted for him in 2020, not because he's an Igbo man, because he keeps telling everybody, don't vote for me because I'm an Igbo man. Vote for me because you believe in me that I can deliver. And when he was governor, he delivered. Anambra knew the impact of his leadership in the state at that time. So that's aside. Let me focus on the main thing that brought me here. The issue I just mentioned is just a kind of throwing some light to some people who have not understood what is going on, City Boy movement and all of that. But the main issue now is this. Just 24 hours ago, the City Boy movement was in Imo State trying to launch a, empowerment program, as they call it. But all those things are not empowerment program. All those things are political tool to be able to win people to vote for them. So technically, APC has started campaign. Technically, they have started campaign while other parties are still busy trying to do electronic registrations. Tinubu is about spending 3 years now, right? In this governance. The question is, where were they since 2023 when he assumed office? They didn't do empowerment. They didn't do palliative. 2024, they didn't do palliative. 2025, they didn't do palliative. Then, first quarter of 2026, they started palliative because the election campaign will soon start maybe by October or November or whatever. Then, you can understand the game here. So, technically, they are doing campaign. That's what I think is going on. So, the issue is that when they came in there, they brought a lot of stuff, deep freezers, sewing machine, and what have you, as per palliative to empower the people, as they said. But what happened at the end? So as I'm speaking now, be looking at the video, you will see the catastrophe that happened in that place. The whole environment was waylaid by people, and everybody was grabbing whatever it is, the bag of rice, sewing machine, anyone they can carry. They were lifting it and taking it away. That is exactly what happened. So the program was kind of disrupted because the crowd control mechanism and all of that did not work. So let me educate APC and Nigerians about what happened in Imo State. First thing you will understand is this. We all, as Nigerians, we want our country to work. It's not about President Tinubu. It's not about APC. It's not about anybody. It's about Nigeria. We want it to work. So when we are talking and saying that the government is not doing creditably well in insecurity, instead of attacking people or seeing those people as enemy of government, listen to what they are saying. Learn lesson from what they are saying and go and review your programs and see how you incorporate, people's experiences and people practical knowledge of what is going on so that you can improve your policy and improve your programs and projects so that you can better address the needs of the people. That is the point. Nigeria don't care about which party. Nigeria don't care about which person. What Nigeria care about is who will be there to fix the country and attend to the needs of the people. That is the thing. What we care about is, can you provide security for us? Can you provide adequate welfare, environment where people can thrive and function? What happens abroad is because their governance system, they create an enabling environment. So when you come into abroad, you may be doing badly at home, but the moment you migrate abroad, you have your papers, of course, you are a legal resident in that country, you will see how things work for you. Many Nigerians who are content creators today, most of them cannot function because there is no light. For them to buy fuel to power their gen, to charge their phone, power their ring light, and all of that, they're going to spend thousands of naira. And at the end, NEPA bill, PACM bill will still come to them to pay, despite that there's no light. But somebody who is in abroad, he doesn't need to buy diesel or fuel. Light is 247. So his cost of production will be low compared to somebody back home. He can go to anywhere at any time, do his shoot, do anything and come back. But in Nigeria now, if they call you for occasion, you cannot travel by road to that place because you may be kidnapped. So when you look at all these things, but Nigerians are too quick to be comparing Nigeria with abroad. Oh, don't they pay tax abroad? Do the people in Nigeria that collect that tax, do they use it to do what abroad people are doing with their own? That is the question. So when Nigerians are talking, listen to them, hear their cry, review your program, policies and projects. If you don't have any at all in those areas, create one, implement it. It will change their life. And Nigerians will willingly vote for you. But when you now come thinking that once you bring palliative, because you already know that you have weakened the economy, that people purchasing power is low, just like President Tinubu said, that he will weaken purchasing power and expand the tax net. That's exactly what he has done. And you now think when you have weakened the people, make them poorer, and you now bring sewing machine to them, you bring deep freezer to them, and then they will now vote for you. That's ridiculous. That's how they have relegated Nigerians to. They intentionally make people poor so that they will, through that poverty, control them. Remember, he that pays the piper dictates the tune. Our people said, onye igu ke ewu na-eso. The person that holds the palm front, that's the person the goat will follow, because that palm front is the food for the goat. That's exactly what is happening to our country. So looking at what happened at Owerri, it shows you that there is hunger in the land. Nigerians are very desperate for a change. And you can no more trick them in terms of bringing some stuff and say palliative, vote for us, and they will just run and vote for you. No, you cannot. So why not the government? Instead of spending billions, buying all this stuff and all of that, why not fix the country. Create an enabling environment. Let people thrive on their own. Let people use their initiative to create their own life, their own future, their own businesses, their own careers, than depending on palliative that comes once every 4 years. When they collect palliative and the party now wins and remain in power, they will suffer till the next election before another palliative will come. What is the essence? What is the point? What's the point? Look at the chaos in that place. Try it. Go to Enugu, do another one. Go to North, do another one. You will see what will happen. The same result is what you will get. And don't forget that all those people you saw at that venue, they are not there to collect palliative and vote for APC. They have that belief and mentality that what they are sharing is our money they stole. That's the mentality. So they are coming to collect their first share, and they will say no vote the party. Only few may vote the party. Those who doesn't understand, the game of the politics that is being played on them, like the aged and the rest of them. So this system will no longer work. What can work and what is sustainable is for government to begin to develop policies, programs, and projects that can improve the lives of the people. For the government to provide adequate security so that people will no more be afraid living in their own country. People can no more be kidnapped on their way to anywhere they are going, so that people's life can matter. That is what is important. So all this palliative thing, forming City Boy movement, City Girls movement, forming the New Hope ambassador, all those things will not fly. So if election goes free, fair, and credible in Nigeria, bet you me, APC will not see 1/4 of the vote in 2027. People are hungry. People are suffering. The economy is harsh. When people come out like this and be making videos and talking and speaking to government how harsh the economy is, how difficult things are for people, that people cannot even feed. Just look at the number of people in poverty. Over 133 million, close to 140 million or thereabout, are down in poverty line. Do you know that those who are doing fairly better, who can even take care of themselves and their family during Buhari's regime, 50% of them or more are now down into poverty? They can no more take responsibility for their lives. Look at the cost of things in the country and check it before. So this argument of subsidy has been removed from dollar or this one, that's not the issue. The issue is when those subsidies are removed, what plan did the government put in place to cushion the impact early enough? There was no plan. That is why it got worse. But if there was plan in that May 29, 2020, the president announced that subsidy is gone, it wouldn't have been as bad as it is. But when we talk, they see that we don't like APC, we are enemies of the government. That's not the point. I want my country to work. Many Nigerians in diaspora want the country to work because they want to come back. But the way things are, many can't come back because their life matter. They can be killed, they can be kidnapped. The structures, the institutions are weak. So government, instead of strengthening the institution, they are weakening the institution the more. That is the problem. Look at the National Assembly. There's nothing like National Assembly anymore. They don't have any teeth to bite anymore. They just do what the executive wants. That's it. And they are the hallmark of democracy. So once they are weakened, then forget it. Nothing else works. Look at the judiciary. Many Nigerians don't have faith in the judiciary anymore. Talk less of those, foreigners abroad. So these are the problems government need to understand. The time of coming to share beans and rice and people will vote for the party, that time has passed. Because people are getting wiser these days. So you can see that Obi Kubana and the Kubana chief priest and the rest of the people are talking that the Igbo doesn't have the... You can see that they are the ones who doesn't understand. They think, don't worry, when we come and share things for them, they will follow us. No. That deep freezer I saw, if you give it to somebody in the Imo State, which light will the person use to power the freezer? That is the question you should ask yourself. Where is the light? Where is the electricity to power that freezer for you to be useful? The person will still need to go and get gen and buy fuel because there's no power. But if there is power, the person can have, afford to do some business based on his initiative and, get himself running. Come to abroad, you will see kids, 18 years, 20 years, they already have LLC companies running their companies because the environment is conducive. To register a company, seamless. To pay your tax, seamless. There are things the government take out for you, as a company. They don't tax you. They move them when you are filing tax and all of it. So you see how system works. You get tax return. When you overpay, they pay you back at the end of the day. So this, our new tax law, I hope government can pay people back when they overpay. So Nigerians don't trust the government. Nigerians don't believe in the institutions because they are weak, because they can't bite, because they can't do what they are supposed to do, what they are created to do. Go and check how many MDAs are still living up to their name. Go and check. Go and check. If they kidnap a girl, traffic a girl, you can't have tip, they will tell you they don't have funding. That's what we hear. Look at the Ministry of Health. They got 36 million, according to the report circulated. From the budget 2025, people that were, approve how many billion in their budget, they got 36 million. Which hospital will they fix with 36 million? These are the issues. So it's not about doing palliative. It's not about doing city boy movement. No. It's about sitting down to do governance, sitting down to implement policy programs and projects. Develop them. If you don't have it, we have people that have brains. We have been in development for years. We understand how to create these programs. Call for help. Nigerians can even volunteer to help so that we can do things that can change the lives of the people. That's what Nigerians want. They want a working country, not a palliative country. Even in Nigeria, even in America, where they have food stamp, EBT, and the rest of them, you don't go to a square to go and collect anything. Your paycheck, your check comes to your house. You take it, go to the store, buy what you need. That was approved in that program. That's it. Then you summon people in a stadium. You share, distribute whatever you are distributing. How will that thing change their life? If that freezer spoiled, will the person have money to repair it? He doesn't have a business. He only have freezer given to him by city boys. Then what next? So the sewing machine that are there, who are you giving it to? Is the person a trained teller? You carry it and give to somebody who is not a trained teller. He sells it off and use the money to eat food. And that's the end. Nothing changes. But if there are, capacity programs, capacity building programs for those who want to learn fashion and design, and they went through the training, 6 months, 1 year, graduate, you give them the sewing machine. Then that person can start working with the machine and begin to employ 1 person, 2 persons, and so on and so forth. And if there is electricity, also. That's how to create an economy. That's what P2B always talk about. That's how it works abroad. So, but somebody that doesn't learn how to sew, you give the person machine, he will sell it and spend the money. And it's back to square one. That's not empowerment. Empowerment is teaching people how to fish, not giving people fish. Because what you people are doing as city boy, palliative, whatever, is about giving people fish. That is not empowerment. That is palliative. So guys, let them not create stampede where people will die in the name of collecting bag of rice and collecting few noodles of beans and sewing machine and all of that. People life matter. That you stop this kind of programs. Why will somebody present his voter's card first? Is it not vote buying by food materials? That's vote buying. If you're asking somebody want to do empowerment, you're asking the person to show his voter's card first before he will be qualified for anything. What does that mean? Somebody who can vote, doesn't he qualify to receive empowerment or palliative? So when your palliative is only targeting on voters, those who have voters card, then what are we trying to explain here? What are we trying to say? That's a vote buying, not with cash, but with material things. Empowerment is for everybody. So it's not for somebody that has voters card alone. That is the point. So it's an embarrassment. It's a shame. And I think, Mr. President, you need to review to see this whole thing is not working. There's no shortcut to success. Success has a process, and that process needs to be followed. And in this case, the process is about delivering good governance. When you deliver good governance, you will come back automatically. Now, even those who don't like you will vote for you because they can see the handwriting. All these people making noise in Abia State, none of them can remove LS Oti in his seat. He will complete his 8 years. Abia people will vote for him, including Abia people from APC and PDP. All of them will vote for him in Labour Party if he remains in Labour. Write it down. Except they rig him out. They write the result. That's the only when they can take him out. But if for vote, nobody will remove LS Oti. Why? Very simple. He's delivering the results Abia people want. What PDP could not do in 16 years, that's what LS Oti was doing. PDP couldn't do it in how many? Not even 16 years. They spent more than 16 years. Over 20-something years. That's what LS Oti is doing within 2 years. So that's what Nigeria is talking about. So Abia is a case study. LS Oti don't need to waste money doing campaign. Trust me. People will run campaign for him simply and vote for him on the election day. That's how politics works. Look at the US election. President told them, I will shut the border on day one. And they knew first 4 years, he shut the border. And the American needs border closure at that point. Look at he won all the swing states, every of them. How many million votes? The Democrats, woman was not able to see his back. Why? That's what citizens want. They voted based on what they wanted. And the man promised them exactly that thing they want. And from day one, he shut the border like he said. So what is my point here? You don't need to do palliative. You don't need to buy vote. You don't need to be stressing people to come to somewhere and go into stampede. Just deliver good governance. Strengthen institutions. Allow INEC to do the election properly. Allow National Assembly to function, to do their job as National Assembly. Let the Electoral Act be reviewed and put what the citizens want. Transmission of results. Put it as they want it. Do these things and do other programs that will change people's life. Provide security. And the internal rules that are bad, start fixing them. Start doing things that people can see and feel. And then they will know that this government is working. Look at the economy. How much do people buy things today? What is the cost of food products? Even now, 500,000 cannot feed you for 2 weeks. They cannot. The cost of things in the market. So when Nigerians start feeling this impasse, my brother, they will vote for you with ease. And they will cost you less. You don't need to spend money. You just need to deliver the results that people want. So guys, I don't know what your view are. I saw that thing in Owerri, and I was like, what's going on? So, Obi Kubana, you can see that you are the one who lack knowledge. Because if you have knowledge, you will know that that thing you people are organizing in Imo will not work. If you know, you should know our people, and you should know how it's supposed to be like. So next time, watch what you say when you come to Igbos. Having money is not the only thing that is required. People have wisdom, people have sense, people have knowledge, people have understanding. And you can't buy it. You can't buy it with money. So, I'll let it slide over here, guys. I don't know what your views are, what your take are. Put it in the comment section. Let's keep talking. We'll see what happens next. When they organize the next one, you will see a greater stampede happening. That's what it will be like. People want to eat. People are hungry. And all of that. So, if you are new to my channel, guys, just like and share this video for me. And also, subscribe to my channel and put on a notification bell. So that when my next new video drop, you'll be among those that will be notified. I'm leaving it here for now. I'll see you in my next video. I'm signing out.